This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at ipvanish.com/audio.
Fan.
A couple 13-14 past. I'm Common. He's 10 to be. Lil B with us. Feminine Touch of the program is always Friday afternoons. Program password. It's Lil B and Fallness against Common and Grim. And what's the score?
It's 44-9.
Okay.
Common and Mike Grimm with the lead over Lil B and Kevin Fallness. As always, you can watch the second half. It might be a short one. At KFAN.com/watch.
Do you know now why I wanted to dive right into program password instead of making the small talk? Because I knew this could be a long game.
This is where we come back. We have the option now.
Yeah, give up on us.
That's
That's
the option most of this game.
Zip it.
I mean, two slams.
His mic isn't even
Turn your
on.
mic on.
Yeah. Thursday in radio.
How long you been in radio? 40 years. Two slam dunks and they're right back in.
That's
So,
exactly right.
So, yeah,
There's no
we're
such
fine.
thing.
We're fine.
Well, the first one is always coming out of the break. Tenneby does this. He likes to give the team that's behind a chance to make it look like it's
good.
close. It'll be a slam
Yeah, he
dunk.
puts a couple up his sleeve that
Yeah.
aren't technically in before, but now.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right,
He's tricky.
You ready to go then?
I
Kinda,
guess.
yeah.
All right, Lil
Let's
B
go.
and Grimm, take a look at the iPad. The password is pill. All right, Lil B, you're down 35. This clearly is a layup, so you'll be going first. Is that what you're going to be doing here?
I will be going first.
All right, Lil B and Fallness for 10.
Aspirin.
Headache.
Grimm and Common for 9.
Capsule.
Tylenol. Why did I say Tylenol? It wouldn't be Tylenol.
Lil B and Fallness for 8.
Prescription.
Medicine.
Grimm and Common for 7.
Swallow.
Tablet.
I gave you that clue on the last one. Tablet.
Yeah.
Lil B.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Lil
Is it
B.
capsule?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Lil B and Fallness for, is it 6 now? Yeah, 6.
Poppin'.
Oh.
Pills?
Yes.
God, man. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay. All right. See? We're just going to claw
I should
our
have
way
said
back.
tablet
I feel
instead of capsule.
like pill should not
I
have
should
gone down to
said
6.
Yeah,
It should not have.
No.
That's fine.
But hey, Lil B and Fallness with their
Poppin'
second
was a
correct
good guy.
answer. It's now
Poppin' was
44
the
to
clue.
15.
That was a good clue.
Common and Fallness. Take a look at the iPad, please. The password is bag. All right, Fallness down 29. Common's already looking at prep for the next segment. You got a chance to come back
Let's go.
here. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Fallness and Lil B for 10.
Sleeping.
Napping.
Common and Grimm for 9.
Grocery.
Bag.
Okay.
He got it.
No, he
Wow.
didn't. Your buzzer
Wow,
was
is
out.
that generous?
Tenna.
He started the word
No,
before
he
the
didn't.
buzzer.
No,
I think I
he
started
didn't.
before the buzzer
No,
ended.
he
I
didn't.
think he started.
No, play it back. I'm not kidding. The
who's-
buzzer stopped and then he said it.
I
The
couldn't
know if
buzzer
agree more.
started, but I think I got it
No.
just before the buzzer
Halby's
ended.
going to have to let me know if we can
that's the
even...
rule.
Halby, if there's a way, if you are actually the one doing it today, if there's a way for you to listen back to it.
Yeah, look
we
at
played
his
him.
face.
He knows.
He does know.
He even knows.
No, I
You
know.
do too.
I'm
The
with Tenna.
buzzer
I
was
think-
done and then he said it.
I think
I
the
felt like he
buzzer-
started the
I
word
agree.
before
no,
the
he
end
did
of the
not.
buzzer.
Get
That's
Dad on the
rule.
phone. No. It's no.
I didn't. I don't. I didn't hear anything.
You heard all
I
of
didn't
it.
hear anything.
What do we do?
I don't even know if Halby's awake So
He's not with us.
Helby, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
he's at home.
Oh,
Were
Okay.
you getting bag?
But
Was that your next
I don't know
answer?
how to communicate
I was
with
going to say
him at this
shopping.
No, I was
Or
going to say
grocery.
bag. Yeah, but he said it after the buzzer was done.
No, the buzzer was still going.
No.
It was done.
Well, Helby is on the chat at KFAN.com/watch. Maybe he can just let me know there.
Yeah.
this one says buzzer was done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's just the rube. That might want you to
Well,
win.
yeah. How
You
does he
can't
know
even
more
keep a
than
straight
anybody
face
else?
talking to me. You know the buzzer was done.
I'm not sure. It was
You
We're
guys
getting
think-
killed. I mean,
no.
I just think it would be nice. It would be
I'm not-
and a gentlemanly thing
It
to
was
do.
close.
Pretty
I am
lady
not
here.
moving on to the next one until...
Halverson says 1 sec. But then the other part is, even we don't give them the points, we didn't give you guys a chance. Would you head on the next one?
Yes.
Well,
I knew it the second
he
he said
said-
road. I knew it the second...
Well, they're going to get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But I don't know if we can give them the points, though.
Well, of
Wanna
course-
bet?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, that's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Well,
Pretty
you would know
lady.
they would get the points
Yeah.
because
Get
if
the
we
point.
didn't, if he says the correct word, but after it, they can go with it.
Halby says he did not beat the buzzer.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
That's a shame.
We will award no points.
No, we get the points.
Well, how do you get the points?
Because I was
Because
going to
she
say
would've-
bag.
Because now
I don't know that, though.
Well, it's
Well,
my
now she-
turn.
But
Well,
he
now you
missed
get to
it. Now it's
answer
her
it.
turn. She
Yeah.
gets to answer it. Why wouldn't she?
Yeah, I get the turn.
Why wouldn't she get to answer it?
She even gets
Okay.
a clue from Fallness. If she wants.
Grocery.
Yeah.
Fallness. And
me a clue,
Lil B,
Fallness.
what are we for, 8 now?
I think it was for 10. Grocery.
Bag.
Where's
Dang
the
it,
noise?
sorry, Colin.
Eat it,
It
eat.
just
Eat it,
popped in
eat.
too
Yeah, no,
late.
it's okay.
They were good clues.
You guys think I'm tough old bird. You just wait.
That was the right way.
You get a little testy when the state fair is coming around.
I
don't you?
do, but also the rules. That is the rules.
That stinks. Yeah, too bad. Good clues.
So what's the score now?
It's 44-23.
Okay, then.
That's 2 in a
Still
row
not
for
great.
Lil B and Fallness.
Thank you, Zecco.
I started crossing things off, so I want to make sure. Is it Lil B and Grimmer for this
Yeah.
one?
Our turn.
Okay. Lil B and Grimmer, take a look at your iPad, please. The password is beat. All right, Lil B, you're down 21. You can make things interesting here. The option is yours. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Grim and Common for 10.
Pummel.
Beat.
Yes.
Nice.
Would you have said that?
I don't know what I would have said.
Yeah.
Who has
I was
any
about to
idea?
say punish,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I said
Good.
beat.
That was a good. That was an excellent guess.
I love Passport Guy. He sent a text regarding the controversy moments. He
Yeah.
said, buzzer was done. I'm a government official.
All right, 54-23. Common and Grim, you're 26 points away from a win. Common and Fallness, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is Sting. All right, Fallness, you're down 31 points. The option is yours. Would you like to go first or second?
Going first.
Sound very confident. Kevin and Lil B for 10.
Police.
Security.
Common and Grim for 9.
B.
Ooh. Fallness and Lil B for 8.
Ouch.
Sting.
I shouldn't have said police. That was so stupid. God dang it.
It was, but
That
we
was
got
dumb.
it. It's fine. That's okay. We got
I was
it.
thinking the letter
off
B.
Grimmer.
I'm a moron.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he
that
said
was
police
dumb.
You got
sting,
it.
so.
Yeah, that was so
was
dumb.
good.
Oh, I
one.
thought after that, I thought we were.
Yeah, that was. I was thinking the letter B for
Yeah.
some reason. I was like, what initial? What?
I was thinking Lil B.
Stupid.
Hello.
Moron.
All right, Lil B and Fallness, you're in this a little bit.
Oh,
It's 54-31. You got a chance. Lil B
More than a
and
chance.
Grimmer, take a look at the iPad. The password is trail. All right, Lil B. Down 23. You can make it interesting here. You got the option. First or second?
First.
All right, Lil B and Fallness for 10.
Path.
Trail.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't even know what pastoral means.
Path.
Pass.
I
PATH.
thought you'd pass.
Path.
Path. I was going to go loggers.
Yeah.
Oh, genius.
Oh, that would have worked. That would have
Dang
worked.
it.
I was
That's a
hoping
good
you were
one,
going to
too.
pass.
I
'cause
shot
figured-
78
I heard you
today.
say you played it today, so I figured that was going to be a.
That was a good one.
Oh, boy.
I was hoping
You
you
know,
were
I
passing.
don't think he beat the. I think he beat the buzzer.
There's no question.
This is the closest this game has been since it was 13-0.
All right.
It's now 54-41.
Half good one.
Common and Grimmer with a slim lead. Common and Fallness. Take a look at that iPad. The password is legal. Kevin, you're down 13. You can make this a one-possession game here. What do you want to do? You want to go first or second?
I got to go second.
All right, Common and Grim for 10.
Law.
Rule.
Fallness and Lil B for 9.
Judge.
Jury.
Common and Grim for 8.
Prohibited.
Band.
Fallness and Lil B for 7.
Righteous.
Illegal?
One chance to change it.
Legal?
I don't know if I can allow you to change
Yeah,
it.
I think that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's why I said prohibited.
Yeah,
Thinking he might
prohibited
say
means
illegal.
illegal.
Yeah.
What are the sizes of paper? It's legal in what?
Letter.
Letter.
Oh, I see. What
I couldn't even come up with that.
Okay. See, that's what I was when I said prohibited. I was hoping you'd say illegal,
Illegal.
and then 10 to be would say you have one chance.
Okay.
Dang it.
Which
We're
I don't know either.
We're
But
getting
I think
closer,
that's-
right? What do we got?
It's a 6-point game.
Yes.
Hey, all right.
54-48.
Grim stretching out
Common
over
and
there.
Grim with the lead. Lil B and Grim, take a look at that iPad.
No pressure.
The password is silence. Lil B, you have a chance at a lead for the first time in this game because you're down 6. A correct answer. You can leapfrog into the lead. What do you want to do here? First or second?
First.
For the lead, Lil B and Fallness for 10.
Night.
Silent.
One chance to change it.
Quiet? Well, that's not worse than dinner. Or dying.
Yeah, that's worse.
Oh,
Kevin.
Grim and Common for 9.
Quiet.
Silence.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. That's worse. Oh,
She threw her headset.
Change from silent to quiet.
I thought you got it.
no. I
didn't
thought I
even-
said. Oh, shoot. I had it all. I'm sorry.
That was a good clue.
Just for like
I was
future
celebrating.
what have you.
Yeah, I know.
If he says
That
one
was
chance to correct
unbelievable.
it,
I know.
you have the form of the word.
I know. Sorry. God dang it. That's mustard.
Shoot, he says.
That's must-like.
that was,
Yeah,
that was
that's
remarkable.
must like.
Mustish.
It's amazing the momentum of password. You thought you had the lead, and now you're down 15 points. Common and Grim are 17 points away from a win. It's 63-48. Common and Fallness. Take a look at the iPad. That one might end up on social media later today, just so you know, Kevin. Common and Fallness. Take a look.
Show your headset.
The password is sharp. Kevin, it's time to totally redeem yourself. You're down 15 points. You got the
I can't
option.
hear.
What do you want to do? There we go. Let's try that again. Kevin, time for you to totally redeem yourself. You're down 15 points. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
We're going to go first.
All right. Kevin and Lil B for 10.
Shannon.
Sharp.
Whoa!
Redemption.
Get it right.
Turkey. All right, go. Go here.
You know what I was going to? I went first. I was going to go with Sterling.
I don't think she would have got Sterling, though.
No.
I can't believe she got Shannon.
What do you mean you can't believe I got Shannon?
I can believe it.
I know stuff. And Shannon Sharp's in the news
Oh,
again.
that's redemption.
Yeah, not for the right reasons.
I know, but I know what's happening. I can't believe she got that.
I sound nothing like
She
that.
knows
It's a terrible impression.
Next NFLer.
That's
Oh,
what
God,
she
I can't
heard in
believe
her
it.
head.
We got a 5-point game again. It's 63-58. Common and Grim with a narrow lead. Lil B and Grim, take a look at the iPad. The password is trip. All right, Lil B, you can take the lead. You're down 5 points. The option is yours. You want to go first or second?
First.
No.
For the lead, Lil B and Fallness for 10.
Vacation.
Retreat.
Grim and Common for 9.
Road
Trip.
Hands.
Hands.
Hands. He used his hands.
Are you
His napa
challenging
parts.
the clue?
Are you challenging Fallness?
Well, yeah, right?
He's
You can't do
challenging.
this.
He did.
Okay.
This is
I
a
did
road.
do that. I didn't know I couldn't.
If Zach Halverson is listening, if he could somehow show me a replay
What?
Well, I
at
can do a replay if you want to
KFAN.com/watch.
look. I said
He
road.
admits to it.
He admits to it.
I just did that. I wasn't. It
What'd
was
you
just
do?
a.
No, but
Is that if that's
But
the
you
rule?
got to keep your parts away.
I didn't know that.
You got to
Okay.
keep your Napa parts in check.
Gotcha.
That was like our number one rule when we first started. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that
no,
one.
it's perfectly. I'm not. You're going to get an argument.
Napa
with me, I
parts.
understand.
So you are admitting guilt?
Well, yeah.
We don't need to go
That's
to the
what I'm
replay?
saying. Yeah, no replay.
Yeah. I mean, there was no intent of
No,
even
but
trying
that's.
to.
I know, but that's this.
I didn't even know the.
All
It's
right.
not like the password game on TV when
As
you
we
can do
lose,
signals.
as we lose,
Yeah.
because we're going to lose now because they're on a roll. It's,
Do they get points now?
to me, it's an asterisk
we
for
get
them.
the-
It's just
So-
an asterisk for them.
Yeah. We
Get the points.
What's the score then?
So here's where we're at then. So
Okay.
yes, the 9 points goes to Little B and Kevin Fallness. And for the first time in this game, they have the lead.
Hey, all right.
It is 67-63. So they're 13 points away from a win. Common and Grim, you are 17 points away from a win. Common and Fallness, take a look at the iPad. The password is ban. I know it's going to feel weird, Common, but you now have the option. You're
We'll
down
go
4
first.
points. All right, you're going to go first. Common and Grim for 10.
Prohibit.
Ban.
There you go.
Good one.
Where did the
That
odds
was hard.
popped up?
That was hard.
I didn't think I had it.
Yeah.
Nice. I said banned earlier, right? When you said that, I think.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice work. All right.
All right, Common and Grim, you're now at 73 points. So if you get 7 or more, you are victorious. Lil B and Fallness, you are at 67. Lil B and Grim, take a look at the iPad. The password is electric. Lil B, the option is back on you. You're down 6 points. What do you want to do here? You want to go first or second?
I'm going to try first.
All right, Lil B and Fallness to regain the lead. This one is for 10.
Outlet.
Electrical.
One chance to change it.
Electric.
Yes.
He's got it.
I thought he was going to say voltage.
I almost said mall.
Oh, I thought it was mall. When he didn't say mall, I thought we had the game. I thought it was over.
too.
Wow. Great job.
Here's where we're at.
Okay.
Lil B and Fallness, you are now in the lead again. You have 77 points. Any correct answer, you win. Common and Grim, you're at 73. As long as you get 7 or more, you win. It all comes down to this. Common and Fallness, take a look at the iPad. The password is stall. Flip that over there. Yeah, there you go, Kevin. Common, you have the option because you're down 4 here. The most important decision of the game. What do you want to do? You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Fallness and Lil B for 10 and the comeback victory.
Eric.
I don't know. Oh,
Common and Grim for 9.
Leslie.
Fallness and Lil B for 8.
Pause.
stop.
Common and Grim for 7 in the win.
Horse.
Hoof.
Fallness and Lil B for 6 in the win.
Breakdown.
Power. I don't know.
Common and Grimm for 5.
Pen.
All right, you can still win here. Fallness and Lil B for 4 and the win.
Horse.
Shot.
I have no idea.
The first one I threw him off. The Eric was.
Yeah, that's a hockey
he was
player.
doing
Even
a
though
hockey.
I thought she knew all the players, but
Well, he was going with the name, so
Stahl.
Eric Stahl.
Stahl.
But I didn't know what else to give you.
I was going to say Nielsen, but I knew that's not the answer. At Leslie Nielsen, I had no idea on the Eric Stahl.
Stahl. Yeah, good one.
If I would have said hockey, see, I was going to.
Nah, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gotten it on that.
Thanks a lot for ruining that clue.
Well, I didn't want to go first. You threw it to me, so I tried to throw him off, but gave you something. I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying. We're so
You
close.
are trying. No, you are
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
It's actually good for us, Common.
Let's go.
it's very fitting. You guys had like 7 chances to end this game and nobody could do
Yeah,
it.
nobody.
Still 77-73. Lil B and Fallness with the lead. Like I said, Lil B, Fallness, any correct answer you win. Common or Grimm, you need 7 or more points. Lil B and Grimm, take a look at the iPad. The password is second. Grimmer, you're down 4 points, so you have the option. Important decision here. You want to go first or
Yeah,
second?
we'll go first.
All right, Grimm and Common for 10 and the win.
First.
Last.
Lil B and Fallness for 9 and the win.
2.
Second.
They win.
God, that doesn't even feel good.
I was
but
going
I'll
to
take
go
it.
with second,
feels
but I
pretty
just
good.
thought it was
It
one of
does.
those
Yeah, it feels
first
good.
and last.
I tried to make it not like opposite.
Right.
I was trying to make it first.
They were down
I wasn't gonna-
44-9.
I sure in the hell
You
wasn't going to
doubted
signal.
me.
You doubted me.
I did.
He doubted
You doubted me.
I doubted you.
They doubted me.
We still doubt you.
And then I doubted you again.
Listeners doubted me.
There is benefit in being second for so long. I mean, getting a choice to go first for
Sure.
so long.
Don't talk with your
Yeah,
hands.
yeah, that's
Don't talk with your hands would be a good start.
that
Answer before the buzzer.
A simple gesture.
Give you a gesture.
Yeah.
Here's one. Thanks, Common.
Gonna be.
Man, that was a heck of a game.
Teddy B,
Yeah.
were you supposed to bring something up?
Oh, yeah, we can bring that up.
Yeah.
Fallness, obviously, you broke some news on social media about your 13-year-old child.
Yeah, it's tough news. My 13-year-old, he's come down with it's called Usher syndrome. There's no cure. At some point, it'll restrict his vision. So if you want to help out, they're doing a run in September, a run/walk. We're raising money for that. Doesn't go into our pocket. It goes into research. So the hope is to raise some money. You can find it. It's pinned on my Twitter profile at Radio Fallness, 1L, 2 S's. The feedback has been overwhelming thus far. It's been humbling. My son is doing fantastic, just so everybody knows. Bennett Michael Fallness. He's a great kid. Really doesn't realize the gravity of the situation, but it doesn't matter because we're going to find a cure for it and go out there and kick some ass.
Sounds
Beautiful.
good,
Thank you,
fellas.
Kevin.
Thank
Stay
you.
optimistic, and we have I'm a hopes and prayers guy, and they're coming from my way to you. Like
Appreciate
I'm
it, Common.
everybody
Thank
else. You bet. Hey, thanks for coming in today. We do appreciate it, Mr. Grimm, Mr. Falls.
Thank you.
Lily,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Short break. Come back with more here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at ipvanish.com/audio.
It's the Dark Star Memorial Hour here on the Common Man program. And this Dark Star Memorial is entitled An Ode to Pedro Joe by One Lung Guy, written without AI assistance, he says. Years ago, after losing our family dog at 13 years and taking some time to recover from the loss, we decided to try a rescue dog instead of starting completely over and training a puppy. Turned out to be one of the best decisions we ever made. After interviewing multiple candidates, we chose Pedro Joe and he officially joined our family on October 13th, 2018. He then entered the gates of heaven July 8th this year after discovering 2 days prior that he had advanced cancer. We are heartbroken. Pedro hailed from the great state of Texas, and this fact was obvious the moment you met him. Being true to his heritage, Pedro pursued everything that he did in a big way. He was big at the fire hydrant and left gigantic ones wherever he chose. We often joke that we would get a full body kettlebell workout whenever he took one of those trademarks while on a walk. Even the tumor on his spleen was gigantic. He did absolutely nothing small. Fetched tennis balls and his favorite frisbee with reckless abandon. Ate bowls of kibble faster than any dog I've ever seen and slept hard every night, often snoring after a day well lived. He had an affinity for golf clubs and would jump up and down every time we swung one in his presence, which made us wonder if he was the former pet of a certain famous golfer and was from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, and not somewhere in Texas. Even though he was extremely friendly, Pedro had a larger-than-life presence that suggested that no one should mess with him or his family. He had a swagger about him, rarely barked, and always maintained a calming presence, even in the midst of other dogs he encountered that were absolutely losing their minds. He was one of the coolest customers we have ever known, human or animal, and how much we miss him cannot be understated. He now joins Dark and Monday Night Football Guy in heaven, and we're certain that they will take great care of him, and he will take great care of them. They will take great care of him, and he will take great care of them. We love you, Pedro. Thank you for all the great memories and for unconditionally giving our family so much love. And there is a Dark Star Memorial for you on this Friday afternoon. Tenneby, while we were in the midst of a program, a password, Kevin O'Connell, the 2025 Coach of the Year, and apparently, according to ESPN's poll, part of the best coaching staff in the National Football League.
Yeah, you doubted me.
We'll get to that a little bit later. Well, we'll get to both those things.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is Kevin O'Connell addressed the media not long ago while we were in the midst of program password. So we'll get to that poll from ESPN, but first, on the other side of the break, we'll hear from Kevin O'Connell, what he had to say today about the soon-to-be big game.
Well, including he talked about J.J. McCarthy's struggles against the defense.
So we'll do that next here on the Common Man program on The Fan.
Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home, and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at ipvanish.com/audio.
Couple 13-14 past Common Man program. I'm Common. He is Tenneby. It's Victory Formation segment. And we're mailing it in, but it's a special delivery package is what it is. Kevin O'Connell at Winter Park today met with the media to talk about everything that is Vikings, including, as Tenneby mentioned, J.J. McCarthy, maybe some of his struggles with the Vikings defense during practice. But here's Kevin O'Connell from earlier today.
All right, good afternoon. Wanted to wear my shirt in support of my guy Jared Allen. We're so proud of him and what this weekend means for him, and very excited to see the festivities get kicked off. I know we had the Hall of Fame game last night. It was good to see him there, but I know I speak for all of our fans and every member of our organization, ownership, everyone, when just saying congratulations to him, how proud we are of him, and being a part of our great history of our organization. Another member going into the Hall of Fame there in Canton. It's a big deal. So just wanted to make sure we show our support here for Jared. He knows how much even our current coaching staff and a lot of the folks here that maybe haven't been here very long, we've already all formed really great relationships because we've had him around our team and our organization here since I've gotten here, which has been awesome. So excited about that, as well as getting back in full pads today after a well-earned day off yesterday for the guys, and we'll continue on with what I deem to be a pretty critical part of the true training camp process here with 3 padded days in a matter of 4-day sequence. So it should be good for us.
Is wearing women's underwear part of your tournament?
I'm just kidding.
There's planes, just Rondell Moore and his development and getting involved in the offense.
Yeah, I think what I've been most excited about is we've been monitoring him, just how he recovers, but he put himself in a position to really not be on any pitch counts or restrictions early on. So that's been really good to see coming off the injury that he had. And then, we bring in guys a lot from other systems and things, and sometimes there's correlation between, what we're doing and what they're doing. His time in Arizona, we don't do a lot of things, exactly like maybe the offense he was in. So I really appreciated his level of trying to learn the detail, maybe without the repetition of some of our other guys or the build-up through the spring that some of the other guys had, as he was getting healthy. So I've been really happy with him, and just want to continue to see him attack, this whole process with really no ceiling. Like, let's not just say it's one position. Let's try to learn as we go here, and then, throwing his hat in the ring for the punt return duties and just all the different ways he can maybe impact our team, joining what has become a pretty deep receiver room.
Get out there. How did it feel to see the full offensive line take some reps?
Yeah, and it was awesome. I showed, I kind of just these off days, especially after a sequence of days where there was a lot of really good tape to watch. I always like going back through it all and kind of as if it was one big practice. I'm kind of buzzing through, and then all of a sudden, bam, there was 76 at right guard and 71 at left tackle, and wasn't a whole lot of snaps quite yet, but it was certainly great to see those guys out there. And now it's a matter of, conditioning for both Will and Christian, mixed in with getting their technique and fundamentals dialed in at that position. And it's going to be a great challenge and a great kind of some real runway for them to feel like they're game ready based upon what they're practicing against on the other side of the ball every day.
Update on Justin. You said last week that he was going to be evaluated again at some point this week.
Yeah, he'll start doing some more things, to begin the process kind of on the grass. I don't have an update on the timeline other than I know the reports back to me have been really positive, and we'll see truly when the evaluation with something like this is more so the checkpoints before he's eventually just doing more and more and more, and that does start this week. Don't know if that answers your question other than, I didn't have a real update other than that.
I know it was a long time before week 1, but just based on the fact that he was able to get out and do what he did the other day, is he on track on a process that would get him in the mix for that first week there?
Yeah, I've been real careful, even in my dialogue with him, about what's out there. We all know what's coming, and he certainly has done everything in his power to try to make that happen. What I don't want is for there to be some level of disappointment or like something wasn't done if that doesn't happen. So as of right now, we're really, internally we have some, ideas of what that timeline ultimately will look like, Kevin, and it's clear, with him taking reps already, even before the calendar clicked over to August, that what that timeline is for all of us, hopefully, but nothing will diminish, regardless of how the next month or so plays out with his readiness and what's best for Christian. Nothing will diminish what he's been able to accomplish, which has been remarkable.
So when you looked the other day, you felt like Jonathan Bernard has kind of turned it up to a different level here. What do you think is driving that for him?
Well, you think about it from a standpoint of when we brought him here last year with a clear-cut role responsibility, there still was an element of a different scheme. There's some moving parts to the way our defense can kind of be in and out of calls, and jobs are changing. It's different than what he was, really, put on the map for us by watching him come off the ball as a rusher in Houston. And that tape was just the relentless style of play, snap to snap, whistle to whistle. I think now he's comfortable. He knows exactly what our scheme is. I think you're seeing that, across the board with our defense right now. And, I know there's, constant, play-by-play and understanding of what does this all mean early on in practices. But when guys like Jonathan Grenard and guys as talented as some of those guys on that first defense are, they're also locked into a world-class scheme. I've mentioned it before. I'd gladly trade, the tape recorder for the call sheet during some of those call it periods versus flow on a daily basis. But I think it's great. I think it's great for our whole team. I think it's great for JG and the defense to see a lot of what we've hoped and put in front of those guys come together. And at the same time, I think it's a tremendous challenge for not only our young quarterback, but our whole offense to respond in the moment. And I'd like to see a little more of that, but also the response day to day as we build towards what is over a month away in that first game. And we've got pretty strict standards around here to try to reach on a daily basis to make this the camp that I'm looking for. And I think we're well on our way to doing that. And the sky has not fallen, so all good.
You hinted at it a little bit, but how do you judge JJ in the context of that defense?
Yeah, what I've loved is just the dialogue after some of the plays. Even as simple as, maybe the defense has made a couple plays here and there, and it's the next competitive period. And did you change? Did you change your fundamentals? Did your footwork look the same as it did an individual? Did you understand that, in a 2-minute drive when we're right at midfield, potentially throwing the ball back in the middle of the field on a 1st and 10 when you can maybe just use your legs and get 5 or 6, and we ended up hitting a run on the next play and winning the drill by getting in field goal range. But to me, it's that's what I care about when I can say, hey, great job, but that 1st and 10 now, let's talk about, not only your decision, but what was in your mindset when you hit the ball to Speedy and we were, clock stopped 1st and 10 with a chance to, only down a point now. So we're not that far from the goal. Why risk potential, ending the drive by a tip or overthrow back in the middle of the field? And that's what I'm so excited about this time. And it's the dialogue of the great protection calls he's made. It's the dialogue of a great check down he's made on 1st and 10 when maybe the downfield shot's not there. It's those are the things that I've really enjoyed and really seen him grow. But at the same time, he's a competitive sucker now. He wants to win every drill and win every day. And that's kind of my job to try to bring a complete feel to everything that we're doing.
What have you thought of Jeff Okudah thus far and since he got here?
Yeah, you guys have probably felt it. When he gets up and presses, at that line of scrimmage and wins that early fight in the down, you don't see him lose very much, when he gets his hands on people. I think I've been probably surprised. I've always, I actually got a chance to spend some time with him many years ago at Ohio State, went for the pro day. A friend of mine, who happens to be the coordinator at the, up in Green Bay now, was the coordinator there. And I got to spend some time with Jeff and just remember thinking to myself, this guy is going to be a top 5 pick. Felt like he was as tall as I was, big, strong, fast. And then he was. And we're very fortunate to have him because we're seeing the best part is I see a clear role for him. Not all corners in our defense play the same spots, play the same roles. So to think that we're going to have him in a role we feel pretty strongly about, it's great to see him take it and run with it early on because I think he's had a phenomenal camp. And I hope, that'd be a good question for Flo. You've probably asked him already, but I know Flo and my dialogue about Jeff has been really positive early on.
Well, what is because JJ is in his first year as a starter, what are the discussions about what the defense is doing at times? Because, he's stunting and stuff. And I will say this, in his defense, the run plays are sort of just thud play. The run's not an actual weapon. So, when he comes on the pass, he sort of knows. How do you sort of...
Glad you said that, actually, because, I didn't see any, along the bottom line, the Jordan Mason 20-yard run from the other day. I didn't see any of those things.
But the pass sort of sets up to fail when you're stunting and they're choreographing their celebrations and stuff. So how do you go about that sort of, I don't know, backing them off, but it's important to get your quarterback ready.
Listen, the celebrations and all those things, if the offense doesn't like that, there's one way to not allow it to happen. That's a pretty simple one for me. Luckily, normally they've had some awareness of when the drill is ending and when it's not, because I do not have time to watch all 30 guys that ran to the end zone come back and get ready for the next play. But I will say this much, without getting into too much detail, some of it hasn't been scheme. Some of it's been guys like Hargrave, Allen, Grenard, Dallas Turner, flat out winning right now on a pass rush. And no, we have not had our top 5 guys up there, but that pass rush without it needing to be scheme has been, winning up front, and that's the challenge for our O-line as it comes together, as we do get Will and CD out there more, and we're able to activate some things with kind of the same way Hargraves and Allen have kind of impacted from day one the defensive line. We see those those guys as they get back to full health doing the same thing offensively, but that doesn't mean where there's an excuse of, hey, we don't have those guys at full capacity, or as you get through the depth. And it's easy to watch a practice and, man, this is domination or this, that, and the other, especially when you're not calling balls and strikes on the run game, when we're scripting things and things are just kind of as is. But there's no question that, I have to talk to JJ daily about, hey, you're playing a really good defense, and this is a great challenge for all of us. And we can't get too wrapped up in the minutia of the minute-to-minute, play-to-play analysis as much as doing your job, technique and fundamentals, eye progression, discipline of my decision based upon the situation. And then after all that, let's start talking about the result and then most importantly, how we can improve for the next rep.
You touched on it, but he is so competitive. How have you seen him respond in real time when he does
there's been some moments where to me, being competitive and all that stuff, that's great. Every quarterback that's normally found success in the NFL has been competitive. It's not like he can physically go put his hands on somebody on the next play like some other positions can and get some anger and aggression out or the frustration. It's like I don't need to see it. I don't need to see any reaction in the moment to it. Just move on to the next play and do your job, and implore the other 10 guys in that huddle to meet the moment and do their job. That's competition, and that's why I thought last Wednesday was a great learning op for us, and expect to see many more chances to respond playing against that group the rest of the way.
How have you seen Theo Jackson's game evolve since he kind of stepped into a bigger role since that contract extension in the spring?
Yeah, I think he's always kind of been, really since we acquired him, he's always kind of been an ascending player, but just at times with how deep that safety room was and has been, just without opportunity. But then when he's either, coaches have identified having Theo in the game in some of those 3 or 4 safety grouping defenses over the past couple of years, we've had some real positive things happen. And then, as you guys have seen him, anytime he's around the football in the deep part of the field or getting a vision or a key to break on something underneath, he's normally, if he's around it, he's going to make the play. And, I always call Jonathan Grenard the closer, but when he made that play to end practice the other day, people were coming up to me saying that Theo actually already had that nickname, so I got to find a new one for JG, I guess. So, but yeah, Theo's been exactly what we expected. There's always a little bit of this, and there's some other spots on our rosters where they exist of like, we feel something, and when we see it, it's kind of like just a period on the end of the sentence instead of an exclamation point. Oh my God, this guy made a play that maybe people weren't expecting. It's a little different for us as we've kind of built this thing with an expectation on development of a second-year pass rusher or a safety that's maybe stepping into a role that he's quite honestly been ready for a while. And there's spots all over our roster where I feel like that, and it's coming to fruition in a lot of spots right now.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you.
And there you go. That's the head coach of the soon-to-be big game world champion Minnesota Vikings, Kevin O'Connell, from a little bit earlier today. What did you think about his comments about J.J. McCarthy, Tenneby? Seemed like he was tap dancing a little bit there, a little caught off guard by the questioning, wasn't sure what to say. I tried to warn you guys the other day, but no one would listen to me.
It seemed like he was going after his offensive line a little bit.
Okay.
Basically, like, he was commenting about the defensive line, because I think the question was posed, hey, B-Flow's doing all this scheming and stunts and stuff, and you kind of need them to, relax those a little bit to give JJ some opportunity to develop. And he's like, well, it's not even really the scheme stuff. They're kind of beating our offensive linemen straight up. Now, as you mentioned, they're without Will. They're without CD. But that's also a good thing because we saw the Rams in their victory over the Purple in the playoffs. The reason Sam Darnold struggled is because they just had to rush forward to get to him. And to me, every team that wins a big game usually is because they can rush the passer without having to scheme it and without having to send extra guys and without having to blitz. And to me, that's a huge advantage. So if we have one of those defensive lines this year where we don't need to be sending 5, 6, 7 guys, we're going to be in good shape.
I think he's just afraid to admit that the quarterback's struggling early, but that's just me. But of course, I'm negative. I see it that way, and but it doesn't matter to me because ESPN says the best coaching staff in the National Football League resides at Winter Park. That's what the rankings say.
Really?
Number 1, head coach Kevin O'Connell, offensive coordinator Wes Phillips, and defensive coordinator Brian Flores, up 9 spots from last year. Here's what it says. When I ranked the Vikings in this exercise last season, I sang the praises of Flores, the defensive coordinator who had done the most with the least in 2023. But I wondered if O'Connell, another branch off the Shanahan-McVay tree, could innovate and evolve beyond the tried-and-true system he had run with Kirk Cousins to that point. What could he offer a younger quarterback in need of development? The answer? A whole lot! With an exclamation mark. Not necessarily to the quarterback we expected as Sam Darnold started the entire season in J.J. McCarthy's absence, but what a season it was. O'Connell's mastery is in opening intermediate and downfield passing windows. Darnold had more passing attempts at least 10 yards downfield than any other quarterback. And NFL Next Gen Stats charted those targets with an average separation of 2.7 yards, 5th highest in the league. O'Connell has easily leaped into the utmost echelon of offensive designers, and Flores remains the cream of the defensive crop. There are always little things to wonder about. Scheming for a rookie is different from scheming for a vet, even if that vet had never been successful elsewhere. But there's no doubt that O'Connell and company elevate players more than any other coaching staff in football.
Oh my gosh. Above average at that.
Quack, quack. I would have thought PA wrote that, but he didn't. It was written by ESPN's Ben Solak. Ben Solak. Remains to be seen. I think there are others that would share that opinion. I think it's hard to judge coaching staffs as a whole, but
yeah,
it's certainly O'Connell's. I mean, he bookended a really bad season with 2 really good ones. And Flores has, you and I have talked about it. We both think that Donatell took a little too much heat for what happened there. But because if you look at what happened, I thought it might be more personnel than Donatell. And in Flores' first year with the Vikings defense, they weren't very good. So, but certainly a 14-3 record. The defense was very good last year. Darnold was spectacular until the
for most of it, yeah.
Lions game. Well, for all of it except for the Lions game. And
he had a lull there a couple games, like the Jacksonville game didn't go very well, but mostly yes.
I would say spectacular, especially where he'd come from. And you got to give a lot of credit has to go to the head coach. But I'll say the same thing about the Donatell Flores defense thing. What I said about that, I'll say that about O'Connell. And I've said this before. I think you can't. I don't think you can undersell what Darnold was able to garner as a backup quarterback in San Francisco for an entire year. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But he watched that San Francisco team. I know O'Connell's great. Shanahan's pretty good at what he does, too. And that team went to the big game, and Darnold was there for every part of it. So he got to see how a championship organization ran. And certainly O'Connell had a lot to do with it. I'm not suggesting he didn't, but sometimes I think too much, it's almost like so much praise gets heaped on people when there's immediate success, and I'm not just sure he had all of he had everything to do with it. I think there were other people as well.
All I know is I was mocked, I was ridiculed, I was nominated for a preposterous statement by saying I would take KOC over Sirianni, and now I feel vindicated.
Did people nominate you for PST?
I'm sure they did, yeah.
Well, If
They laughed at me.
If one guy for ESPN vindicates you,
But yeah.
that's more power to you. Thanks for having me today.
Hey, great job.
I thought so as well. We enjoyed our visit with you today. Are they out of training camp? So big take of JG out of camp. Brett Blakemore back in studio. We'll see you. I'm out Monday. I'm hosting the Hope Kids tournament out at Edinburgh, USA. So Tennessee will be in this chair. I'll talk to you on Tuesday right here on the phone.
Listen back to any of Common Man's programs by podcasting on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.
Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at IPVanish.com/audio.